Hello everybody, Agent Fires here. In this video, I'll be showcasing the Solo Endgame mode of Destiny Rising, The Expanse. I'm a wolf main, and while he is strong, the power level spike in the endgame is very harsh. Even 100 more or less power is enough to make a significant change to your damage dealt. And since the endgame is based on completing it as quickly as possible, that was a major roadblock. If it weren't for my friend Zippy getting me the Hero's Vault, I wouldn't have been able to fully clear this in the time allotted in the beta. Even with the extra resources, it still took me nearly 5 hours of straight attempts before I cleared everything in under 5 minutes with Wolf. It would have been easier if I had him fully upgraded, but I didn't have the resources available for that. Without making you wait any longer, here's the full clear with commentary. Alright, starting out, I would immediately use my Wolf Strike to dash forward, getting myself a boost of speed and the speed buff. The Cursed Thralls would immediately kill the wizard, and then I would immediately just shoot the final row of acolytes in the back. Right here, I wait for my abilities to recharge so I can go into the next stage and do the same thing. I pick up Quick Shot because that would allow me to fire a bit faster, which allows me to break the shields faster. And here, I just use 2 grenades to kill those 2 groups of adds, and then I use the final 3 to break the knight, allowing me to clear the first 2 stages in 14 seconds. Right here, I collect mag expansion, which allows me to have, well, a larger mag, and that would give me more chances to break the shield. I one-shot the wizard and almost one-shot the shrieker. I missed one of the grenades because I thought I wouldn't one-shot the wizard, but then I used one of my abilities to kill one wizard and the other to kill the other wizard. I used my auto rifle there for a second. I probably should have just used my grenade, but that's more than enough to get the wizard dead. I then used both of my abilities to deal as much damage to the ogre shield as possible, and then lay into him with grenades. And the explosion from Wolf's Flames is enough to break both of the fractals, allowing me to clear the stage instantly upon killing the ogre. I just charged through the treasure room because I've already collected that treasure. And here I upgrade my mag expansion because that's the best for breaking the shields. I jump through here and load some more super grenades. I use my Wolf's Flames to debuff that guy so I can burst him down quickly. And then here I hit him with one Wolf Strike to damage him, getting the charge back from the acolyte, and then using the rest of my grenades to kill him and finishing him off with my recharged Wolf Strike. Here I use my Wolf's Flames to kill the whole group of adds and finish that guy off with Wolf Strike to get more ability energy from his passive, which then allows me to use another Wolf's Flames to debuff the ogre and finish off the rest of the adds. Here, I'm just waiting for my abilities to cool down again, because the next stage is going to be particularly difficult, and I need to save as much time as I possibly can. Picking up Concentration, because that's one of the best ones. And here, I actually mess up a little bit there, using my Wolf Strike a bit too early. I debuff both of the knights, and use my super grenades, or they're not super grenades, I use my charge grenades to kill them as quickly as possible, then shatter the fractal to move forward. I debuffed that wizard, killing it in just a couple of hits, picking up the ball to shatter the fractal, dealing damage to the next wizard's shield, and breaking it with the debuff, and then shatter the next fractal. I use my super grenade to kill one of the adds so that I'm not getting damaged in the position that I'm sitting in, and just lay into the ogre shield. Before I break it, I load more super grenades and get into a good position, get myself some ogre shield real quick, and I have the enhanced ability, which allows me to debuff the ogre and both of the knights, allowing me to kill them pretty much all at the same time. Beyond that, it's just grabbing all of the fractals and shattering them. And all of that allows me to get a 2:27 time, which was pretty good. I could obviously do better, but this is just the best overall run that I have. Beyond that, it's just a matter of going through the treasure room. And the next 3 stages is where the power spike really starts to pick up. Thankfully, I'm nearly at power for the final stage, so I don't have to worry about it too much. And I immediately start with the Wolf Strike to burst forward with the movement speed buff, debuff the Major to kill as quickly as possible, I actually missed that super grenade right there, so that actually cost me like 2 seconds or 3 seconds. Ultimately, the thing is that there is room for improvement. There's just not really enough time for me to make that improvement within the beta.
Be careful and be smart.
Here I get a little bit turned around, but the whole strategy here is to kill that first group and to basically one-shot the ogre using the first thralls that spawn behind them. And right here I just wait for my abilities to recharge again. And here I just pick another card. I've already got most of the cards that I need, so it doesn't really matter which ones I pick. I load super grenades here and wait for the knights to come in. I use my strike first because that's enough to break their shields instantly, and I use 2 super grenades to kill them off. Beyond that, I jump up and I use my wolf strike here to get some more energy, getting me the enhanced versions, which would deal more damage to the super knights that are up ahead. And these guys are pretty tough. They've got a big health bar, but I'm able to maneuver around them, load a couple more super grenades, and then lay into them. And I immediately get to breaking the ogre's shield. Right here, I would just continuously shoot the ogre until my health gets low, and then I would get more overshield. And right here, I'm able to hit all 3 of the knights, or both the knights and the ogre at the same time. Unfortunately, I'm not able to hit them at the same time with the grenades that I was firing, but that was more than enough to get a sub 4-minute time, which is more than enough for me to get that full clear. Skipping past the treasure room, I get one final upgrade and go against the final boss. This one was one of the most difficult ones for me to do. I used my wolf strike immediately to reset the cooldown of my enhanced abilities because I'll need that more later. And then I get charging the enhanced ability. I have just enough cooldown to debuff all the knights right here, finish them off, and the explosions are enough to kill the rest of the knights. And now I have a fully charged enhanced ability and a fully charged super for this set of knights right over there. I'm able to maneuver around them, and here my strategy is to essentially corral the 3 wizards into the cursed thralls in order to kill them all instantly, which is what I'm able to take care of. I kill one of the Shriekers and ignore the other one because I can tank most of the damage with the overshield I get, and I'm able to finish dealing damage to the final boss, getting me a sub 5-minute clear, collecting all of the rewards from the Expanse. And I actually got a leaderboard position from this. For nearly the whole day after I got this time, I was number 1 on the Expanse leaderboard, which, considering that I'm a low spender going up against people who had $1,000 characters, it was pretty impressive. Though, the next day, the players from Clan Insomnia, who are a lot more invested in the game than me, went and claimed the top positions again. While I could still improve my time, especially if I had nearly as much power as they did on their characters, I would much rather spend that time making more videos for you all, since that's my main obsession. Shoutouts to ES9 and Clan Insomnia, they're definitely the top players of this beta. If you want to see some real crazy things like solo raid encounters, go ahead and check out his channel in the description. With all of that out of the way, thank you all so much for watching. Please comment and like on the video, and share it with your friends. Subscribe if you want to see more content, since that's the best way to support me. And if you're interested in chatting with me, or becoming a part of my community, I have a link to my Discord server in the description. And I will see you all next time.